Hello, everyone. Welcome to the class.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Professor Qiu.
As we have said in the previous two sections of this chapter, Chinese characters are one of the oldest characters in the world. For thousands of years, Chinese people have recorded the ups and downs of history. Written broad and profound thoughts, express deep and sonorous feelings, and recorded rich and colorful life with Chinese characters.
Yes, Chinese character is not only a writing tool, but also a unique aesthetic art of Chinese calligraphy. Our Asians vividly described Chinese calligraphy as wordless poetry, pictureless painting, and silent music. Chinese characters are ancient and modern. Each word seems to have been restored from the world of symbols, with their ancient, mysterious air.
The purpose of Chinese characters is to carry information, and Chinese characters themselves are the product of Chinese people's selection, combination, transformation, and regeneration of dot drawings in two-dimensional space, so that they represent certain information. Analyzing from semiotics principle, Chinese character is a kind of symbol and special plane graphic design.
In terms of graphic design, Chinese characters can be said to be one of the greatest and most successful designs in the history of human society. With the simplest design elements and the most abundant and complex design methods, it has designed products rich in connotation, perfect structure, wide use, and far-reaching influence. At the same time, these unit products have infinite contact with and open and increasing isomorphism ability.
Yes, with the changes of the times, as a visual element, Chinese characters become a unique visual plastic art style and become an inexhaustible treasure for designers in local design. Its cultural essence and artistic charm are worth inheriting and studying.
Among the cultural relics discovered in archaeology, auric bone script are the earliest to edit Chinese characters in two-dimensional plane, which can be called ancient plane art design. The typesetting of auric bone script has the consciousness of graphic design, but it is not mature.
The earliest graphic design in China was bamboo sleeves manuscript. At present, the silk manuscripts of Chu in Zidanku, Changsha. The main part of it is now in the American Museum, and part of it is in the Hunan Provincial Museum. We can find that the design of Chinese characters and the comprehensive appreciation of graphic characters in the plane reached a perfect level.
It is not only conveys the form, connotation, and beauty of Chinese characters, but also shows the simplicity, primitive charm, and traditional beauty. Later, Chinese character graphics have weakened the function of Chinese characters to convey information, and more attention has been paid to expressing self-feelings.
Symmetrical and balanced form layout is a distinctive traditional aesthetic feature in Chinese culture, and also the embodiment of Oriental traditional aesthetic features, from the design of architectural space to the design of utensils and patterns. It reflects the aesthetic characteristics of Chinese pursuit of symmetry and balance.
It is also reflected in the morphological structure of Chinese characters. Many independent pictographs are symmetrical in shape. For example, the traditional 5 elements of Jing, Mu, Shui, Huo, and Tu are symmetrical.
Yes, in ancient society, the characters of Wu and Fu, which symbolize power and status, are also symmetrical in shape. The symmetrical structural relationship and aesthetic feeling of Chinese characters in the process of creation are the embodiment of the unique aesthetic characteristics of Chinese characters.
The extensive application of Chinese characters in logo design makes Chinese logo design have unique aesthetic feeling and aesthetic characteristics. The logo of Bank of China, designed by Jin Daiqiang, a famous designer in Hong Kong, uses the Chinese character zhong as a symbol of money shape for graphic design. The word zhong stands for China. The outer circle shows that Bank of China is a big international bank facing the world.
A good logo design should not only have a concise and aesthetic internal form, but also achieve its propaganda purpose and create intangible benefits and value. The logo design of Bank of China realized the unique charm of Chinese characters and represents the continuation and innovation of the traditional spirit of our national culture.
Mr. Cheng Hanming's logo design of Industrial and Commercial Bank of China is also a classic of Chinese character, graphic function, and aesthetics. Its overall logo reflects the characteristics of the financial industry, with a hidden round coin and square hole. The center of the logo is the deformed gong character, which is disconnected in the middle, making the gong character more prominent. The symmetry on both sides reflects the dependence of equality and mutual trust between bank and customers. This combination of Chinese characters and ancient coins fully reflects the modern atmosphere.
Calligraphy is a unique writing art of Chinese characters, which has the Oriental aesthetic characteristics of flowing clouds and water, vigorous and powerful, softness and rigidity, and moderate scale. As a unique writing art of Chinese characters, calligraphy is also widely used in modern design.
For example, the seal character score emblem of Peking University, designed by Lu Xun, is a classic graphic design work. Seal script is used in the logo design of Nankai University, which not only shows the profound cultural heritage of the university, but also reflects the unique cultural temperament of the education industry.
The design of the emblem for the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games combines the traditional Chinese cultural elements of the seal with the character Jing in sports, highlighting both the concept of momentum and the traditional Chinese culture. Beijing 2008 is written in the form of bamboo characters. The font is easy, flowing and simple. Together with the above simple, generous graphics formed a perfect combination.
The icons of the Beijing 2008 Olympic Games are based on oracle bone inscriptions. The oracle bone inscriptions have a strong graphical feature. The strokes are round and exaggerated, simple and generous. By the abstract coincidence point, the two skillfully combined and formed not only for the audience to identify the mark, but also with strong Chinese cultural characteristics. It is the perfect combination of figure, structure, and expression.
Chen Youjian's logo for Fengyun musical play is expressed by running script. The running script is composed of Fengyun is one stroke, which is coherent and gives people a sense of majestic momentum. It is composed of a circle of traditional yun, which makes the logo have a meaning of combining hardness and softness, and harmonizing yin and yang.
Hangzhou city logo extracts and involves the image of the Chinese character Hang and skillfully integrates the elements of Hangzhou, such as ships, city outline, architecture, arch bridge, and so on. It vividly reflects the characteristics of Hangzhou's historical and cultural city. The whole logo is square and round, harmonious and exquisite.
Zhang Yeqing design of Fuyang city image symbol Fu is based on Sun Guoting cursive strokes and reflects the concept of landscape Fuyang by blending the shape of mountain and water in the Fu strokes.
The application of calligraphy elements in logo design includes not only the direct use of calligraphy font, but also the use of calligraphy strokes. For example, the logo of Chongqing city image designed by Jin Daiqiang forms a simplified Qing character in the form of two people.
Jin Daiqiang is a master in the Chinese graphic design field. He has received more than 300 design awards, many of which are first-class awards in the international graphic design field. Jin Daiqiang's works are full of Chinese culture and are standing out in the world of design with their unique oriental charm.
In his design, the integration of calligraphy strokes in horizontal strokes of Qing improves the overall charm of the logo, while reflecting the profound cultural connotation. It also adds freehand brushwork to the logo. These two strokes also symbolize the intersection of the Yangtze River and the Jialing River. It means that Chongqing is a city built at the intersection of the two rivers, highlighting its special geographical location.
In poster design, Chinese character graphic is also an important way of expression. In addition to its own form, Chinese characters can also be integrated with graphics, which can show a strong sense of decoration and visual tension. For example, in the works Jin Daiqiang, he designed Chinese characters graphically according to the content of the theme or design is.
The poster series Freedom, 自在, designed by Jin Daiqiang, combines graphic Chinese characters with Chinese ink painting techniques. By this form, we can also carry out the evolution of the poster according to the prepared words.
Many young designers have also joined in the font design of Chinese characters. Ye Tianyu, born in 1990s, his signboard style is full of Chinese calligraphy charm. Le Dun style is based on the flat-headed art characters printed on old books in the period of the Republic of China, showing a strong, nostalgic design style.
He's also very creative to make Chinese characters move. The character San is opening and closing, which vividly expresses the function of the umbrella. Two rows of snot hanging on the character B, which make people cannot help laughing. His design of the character Pao, which turns a stroke into two running legs, is very creative.
This is really very interesting. It is worth mentioning that many famous Japanese designers are almost experts in Chinese characters. They treat Chinese characters carefully as abstract paintings in their works and have achieved unexpected results.
Yes, Japanese book design master Mr. Sugiura Kanping is a persistent fan of Chinese characters. He once said that Chinese characters represent a completely different culture from the West and reflect the cultural characteristics of the East. Chinese characters give me a lot of inspiration, and a lot of my attempts in design are derived from Chinese characters.
Mr. Scaevola, Kang Ping has a unique style of Chinese characters because he not only has unique views on the modeling principle of Chinese characters, the rich schema and the interesting deconstruction characteristics of Chinese characters, but also transforms the original single arrangement and combination of Chinese characters into a group of picture characters with a sense of rhythm, expression, and interest.
Another Japanese Chinese character fan designer, Mr. Shiraki, skillfully applied Chinese characters as graphics to graphic design. He has been systematically studying and practicing the application of Chinese characters in modern graphic design for years, and have created a large number of classic design works, which have a profound impact on graphic design of Chinese characters at home and abroad.
With the development of communication technology, Chinese character graphics are integrated into various design forms, which highlights the function of Chinese character graphics. It provides the possibility of diversified forms and layouts for graphic design, which can be used in logo design, book design, web design, and other categories of graphic design.
Through the appreciation of the famous design works, we feel the application of Chinese characters in various fields of design, and marvel at the beauty it shows. That's all for today's lecture. See you next time.